Hello everyone. Today, for my Contemporary Hospitality Services Management project, I'll be doing an interview at the restaurant Amos in relation to guiding the guest experience. So please sit tight and enjoy the video. Okay, first of all, thank you so much for doing this with me. As you already know, I'm William. I'm a student from B.H.M.S, and I'd like to interview you a bit on the guiding the guest experience. I'd like to know what Amos as a restaurant is doing it for guiding the guest experience in such like changing times with changing trends. So my first question to you is, sir, can you tell me a name and your job in Amos and a little background on the restaurant so everybody knows a little bit about Amos?
I'm Chris Contos. I'm here the owner with my wife. My wife is the chef in the kitchen, and I'm the responsible for the rest in the restaurant, my plans for service, for looking for staff, interviews, and a lot of other things. So we had already a hotel in the mountains we run the place for 7 years. At a cozy small place in the winter area. It's close to Lax, but very unknown to people from outside of Switzerland. It's called Surselva or Surquon, a very small place, but we are around a couple of other inhabitants and around 200 cows and sheep and other animals. Okay,
I see.
So that's our background, and maybe to go a little bit earlier. I was at the same point as you are now, make the same studies in the other big hotel management school in Lucerne, without telling a name.
Okay. I'll let you have your privacy for that. So let me get into the main questions of the interview.
Of course.
I understand that a popular restaurant like Amos will have a lot of reservations on a day-to-day basis. How does Amos make the reservation experience, perhaps through the website or through a phone call, smoother for the guests?
I think we are maybe the only restaurant at Lucerne city area who have its own app. It's very important, and in the background is the reservation system. It's also we're also linked by Google and all the TripAdvisor. You know with how easy it is to push a phone call to the restaurant. It's very easy. So we have to be also at the phone while the main service. Sometimes at the pretty busy days, it's pretty hard because the phone is ringing sometimes non-stop.
That's true.
And you can answer all of them.
That's true. So basically, you try to find everyone at least a table so that they can enjoy the evening or dinner with whoever.
That's our policy.
According to your website, Amos wants to give its guests a cozy, relaxing atmosphere, as if you were on a holiday. How does Amos achieve such an ambience, such an atmosphere?
You know, a big part makes the personality. The one part is the interior. So my wife, especially Christina, is not also a kitchen chief. She's have also the feeling as a designer. A little bit about the feelings, the colors, the always trying to bring something new in.
What
and
I
to
feel like you're trying to say is the most important thing that creates this atmosphere for you is personality.
I think yes.
I guess one would say that service delivery would be one of the most important aspects at creating an unforgettable experience for a guest that's coming to your restaurant. Well, I've noticed that Amos is ranked 18 on TripAdvisor with a 4.5 guest rating for its staff. So Amos probably would have been trained or have selected really excellent people to work for them so that they can give this excellent service to its guests. Like my question to you is, how have the staff at Amos been trained to deliver good service consistently every year?
It's a honor to us to have a good reputation. It's not coming from one day to the next. It's also, I think, very important to have your staff to feel what they need abroad and beside the work. It's not only the part of the work. And the second thing is how we can make it. We can help them so they can have an easier life beside the work. And this thing is also to pay them in these times. Also, it's important to pay them more than the minimum. It's for me also a must. So, also this factor, they are, I think, well paid. Both the minimum of the conditions in this branch. And the other part is it's also about the human. There are intrinsic. I don't know exactly the word in English. The motivation which comes from myself or my body. I don't have this something more. We learn to keep these people away from the animals because one person can make a lot of damage.
I understand perfectly. With an excellent rating, I guess it's okay to assume that you have a lot of loyal customers, returning guests to your restaurant. Mm-hmm. Would you say the contributing factor is the excellent service that you give?
The combination of the food, the quality, with the personality to bring it over to the guest, to bring it to the guest. Quality. It's not only to serve a plate. If I tell the guest something about my roots in Greece or the employee, it's always something to give them something more than only serve, take the order, serve the food, and finish. Or the final, bring the bill. It's a combination.
It's a combination of things.
The base is a good quality and something which it's not so easy to find it everywhere.
COVID-19 has been a huge blow to all the restaurants around the world. All sorts of different restrictions and regulations are placed on restaurants, like the vaccination check, the compulsory rule to wear masks all the time until you're seated. My question to you is, what kind of challenges did you have initially when COVID was relatively new, and how did you overcome them?
It brought to us a different, I can call it as in the COVID pandemic with the waves. First, all this indefined and fears, and you didn't know how to react. The rules came from one moment to the next, especially the Swiss government is we're taking now an action or a decision, and it's also to be done from yesterday. Sometimes it felt, for example, all this glass, all this these walls to part to make all the tables separate the walls. They took a lot of decisions and the times and to learn how it works and where are the correct, how it's to make the correct, how it's not correct, what we have to teach to our employees. We have and again to always, you have to be always moving. I call it a little bit like our policy at B.H.M.S means sand. On the sand you're always a little bit moving. And it's like this, you have always to be moving,
always adapting.
Look what informations are the newest one, look how you can be always update. You don't have to be feared about investments. We had to do a lot of investments, which you don't see now any the visibility. We started first with the web shop, the first closing, the first lockdown. Then we made also a delivery. Then we could reopen, and we started from 0 to 180. And we couldn't anymore bring out and deliver the food, so we had to stop it from one day to the other. We have always to be very flexible.
Thank you so much for your time. That's going to be the end of the interview.
Thank you very much.
So thank you so much for your time, sir. It was a pleasure working together with you.
Thank you,
Yes.
and wish you all the best. Good
I
success.
got you just a little something for all the.
Oh, very good Swiss chocolate. Not only Swiss chocolate, this Swiss chocolate. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I hope you have a nice day.